Welcome. Today we're going to be covering some practical uses for ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT admittedly like all the time throughout the day. I have an app on my phone. I am able to pull it out and use it on the go uh, throughout my work day while I'm at my desktop. I'm helping clients with their marketing and business building. I use it with my emails, with building guides, promoting my own personal brand, and it really has just unlimited capabilities of being able to be helpful and resourceful. So today I'm just going to go through some of the practical uses I have put it to use in my personal life, with my family, with building my own brand and helping out clients, and also learning. It's a fantastic tool to be able to break things down into easy to understand concepts, to dive right into a entry level cursory understanding of a subject. And then from there, you can build onto it. So let's go ahead and dive into some use cases. I went through the history of my ChatGPT. So these are actual ways that I've put it to use in my past couple weeks. And I'm excited to show you, how much capabilities this has to improve and help out with the efficiency of your day. Let's dive in. So last week we covered different types of GPTs that are out there. When you have a paid subscription, you can jump into these custom GPTs for particular tasks that can really help you out with. They're really good at smaller things. So I'm going to focus just on regular GPT capabilities, and we'll start off with need that was arise at my daughter's school, where the teacher wanted to the guide wanted to create a coloring book for that letter that they were working on that week. So I helped come up with this prompt for her: a black and white ink drawing featuring a decorative letter P in a whimsical ornate style. The P is a central element surrounded by an assortment of stylized natural elements like trees, leaves, mushrooms, stars. Fits with what they love to see. The bottom of the drawing includes a blank banner for practice letters to be drawn. We'll see if that can handle that. Let's see what it can come up with. ChatGPT uses Dolly 3 from OpenAI, and voila, here is the first go at it. Pretty good. The P looks nice and correct and sharp. And then there's room for practice across the bottom. I might update it and say have the banner go fully across just so there's more practice room. But birds go. This is really on point for and usable. She can then print this out for all the students and all the kids and be able to have this custom coloring option instead of needing to go buy something. And she can build in more elements, right? If they are going on a field trip or if they are learning anything in particular, she can add these into the photo. Now, full hot tip with Dolly 3 and ChatGPT, you can click on this on the desktop and come up here to the information button. And then once it creates an image, you can copy this. This is the prompt that it used to create this image. Now you can recreate this, adjust this next time. You could just swap out the letter and do the next letter of the alphabet. And then that way it is sticking with the similar consistency of what it is that you're working on. Coloring books is a really fun thing for it to do. Next up, let's check out. I recently was at an Airbnb and there was a hot tub and we couldn't figure out the controls. So I uploaded, this was with the app. I took a picture, uploaded it to the conversation. And then I said, how do I get these hot tub controls to heat up the hot tub? I didn't say the brand. I didn't say really anything else. So I was able to see the brand that it is and came up with general guides. That still didn't work for me. So I then told it to you look up the menu and actually found the manual. Now it's using its website feature and doing research using Bing, jumping over to that URL, visiting the actual manual that's up online, and then you can. Oh well. Oh, here's the manual. So then you can go to it. Usually for simple, usually it does a better job. It wasn't able to give me the step-by-step instructions using the buttons. There just wasn't a lot of description on these buttons. With that, it comes and goes, but for most things, it can go out and do research, and you'd be hard pressed to get Google search to be able to do this for you. Next up, I was watching a video on how to write a thank you note. And I wanted to get the outline of how to write a thank you note where you could express your gratitude and thank a guest, say for staying at their place when you come to visit in town. I was able to grab the transcript of that video, how to write a thank you note, the art of manliness, very good blog, and summarize using 5.5 bullet points. And it was able to summarize that video. So I'm extracting the valuable information that was inside of that. I think it was like a 5-minute video. And then from there, I was able to then say, dig in a little deeper, right? Supporting this video, what is the structure of a thank you note? And it then broke it down. These are the components to a gentlemanly thank you note, which I then got to send, and I mailed it. And the wife of the intended recipients got the thank you note, saw the thank you note, and she said, he sent a thank you note. Who does that anymore? And that was the whole point, right? To really take some extra time, send it through snail mail, and to express your gratitude in a way that stands out, because you get tons of emails, and emails are not as impactful as a handwritten note. Here you have the outline to this, and from here, I can then say, "100 words is kind of what I can fit on a card." There you go. Getting that in your inbox would be, very moving that somebody took the time to write out a thank you note. But here you can see, right, how you're able to take information that's already online, repurpose it, get the gist, get the fundamentals, and then from there be able to start constructing your own written note outputs from what it is that you are able to investigate. Next up, see if I can do this. I use ChatGPT as a assistant, an executive assistant, to help me plan out my week. And so I will come in and take a screenshot of my week that on Monday mornings, first thing Monday morning, right when I come out, take a screenshot of my calendar. And then from there, I then describe what it is that I'm doing that week, what needs to take place, what projects need to get finished, what tasks need to be completed, and help me figure out my schedule. And so for this week, you can, if you have the app, you can speak into the app. On my desktop, I have a plugin so that I'm able to record, and it will start transcribing what is being said through my microphone. But I'll just paste what I said this last Monday morning. It views my calendar, looks at the times and the meetings that I have booked there, and then it will plan out my week and help me complete my tasks. Each day, it's going to take what needs to be done, view what is already on the calendar, and then be able to start giving suggestions of when to get things done in between what's booked on the calendar. I'll take this and then copy and paste this at the end of the or into another note-taking software, my project management software, and then this will become my outline for the week. When I have some free time and I don't know my next task that I need to get completed, I'm able to jump back into this and be able to stay on track, know what's coming ahead, be prepared for meetings, and go from there. Good feedback. All this stuff is kind of out of the box. ChatGPT 4 Turbo is what what the current model is. I do have specialized GPTs, like an executive assistant that has a framework that can produce more specific, detailed outcomes that I am looking for. But this is the box, what this can do in your life. Next up, I got an email from a potential client who wanted to hire me as a wedding DJ. And so I had a phone conversation with them, and I needed to write up a proposal to see if they wanted to work with me. I basically just said just that, said what I was going to be charging, and then asked for it to write up a good proposal for me. Now, it's not the final product, but this gives me a structure to then add my own details to that sounds professional, that takes what information I was able to, customize in the initial prompt. And then from here, I'm able to edit it into customize proposal. Now, prior to ChatGPT, this would have been a very daunting task. I would have procrastinated. This wouldn't have felt very good to do from scratch. And I was able to have this as a starting place, which is like I can easily come in and swap out this information and make sure that it's saying what I want it to say, and be able to go from there for a professional custom proposal. Next up, I am releasing a new service to help mentor business owners, tradesmen, and individuals how to utilize ChatGPT in order to use it effectively. I needed to create a new outline for a service. And so again, I just came in and turned on my voice to text, and then started to describe what it is that I wanted to offer as a service. And so this was the output, or this is what I came up with that morning. And Sid then was able to help me define what that service was going to look like. The name, the scope, it made a suggestion, ChatGPT Mastery Mentorship. I actually like that. And here is able to really break it down into what this service is going to offer. Now you're getting a sneak peek. I'm rolling this service out next week. And so with that, you're going to be able to get a course. You're going to be able to get an hour of my time and be able to work on whatever it is that you are interested in working on. Here is the full breakdown of what my service can look like. And then from here, I can go and customize it and then prepare it for a landing page. Now, a cool trick that just came out with ChatGPT, you can now bring in custom GPTs into particular conversations. I'm going to show you that right now. I built a custom landing page copywriters. I'm going to bring that chatbot in. I'm going to say, using the outline above, let's create a service landing page, and it's going to be called ChatGPT Mastery Mentorship. Now it brings in that particular bot GPT with that particular skill set. And now from one conversation, I don't have to jump and start fresh and try and catch the next chat GPT conversation back up. It's able to just read what's up above it and then be able to take that and move forward with it. So as you can see, it's now breaking down that outline that I created for my service, starting with the original organic information that I gave it, and then be able to start mapping out an outline for a landing page. And that landing page is being built right now and will be out next week, along with the service announcement that people can now purchase. Here is another family use case. It's sad but true. My daughter was playing with the cat and she locked her into the room and the cat was meowing, and turned out the cat really needed to pee. And so it couldn't get outside. And so it did its duty in the bed of my daughter's cat. You can go to the internet, you can go to Google, but problem with Google is oftentimes they'll bring you to a blog. That blog is designed to sell ads to you. That's this whole revenue model. And so it might have the answer down below, but you're going to have to dodge and navigate through a stream of advertising trying to vie for your attention. Whereas here, you can just come straight to here and be able to get information straight from ChatGPT, right? This is lots of detail on how to get cat issues out of your furniture. Pretty useful. Next up, I recently here in the Northwest, I think it came through and swept through the whole country. There was an Arctic blast happening. And so beforehand, I wanted to get some feedback. What should I be focusing on right now? I said, what's about to happen? What should I be doing in order to prepare for this unknown scenario? Right now we have power, and then I gave it some details about my living situation, and it was able to give me some basic things to consider in order to prepare and get rid of and prepare and get prepare for the Arctic blast. Now I went ahead and created a disaster scenario navigator. I'll link this in the things below. This one's public if you have a ChatGPT 4 account. But I can essentially ask it the same thing. And this has some additional resources. So it'd be fun to compare the two. As you can see, here's 10 things to consider. And especially if you're like in a stressful situation, it's difficult to think about these things and be thorough in what should you actually do. Having this ahead of time, being able to prepare is really valuable. Here's custom ChatGPT, and so it's going to, I think, provide a bit more essential, like detailed information than just out of the box. Next up, And I'm going to wrap it up right here. I DJ, and so I was able to, I needed to make an announcement that I was going to be DJing that night. And so jump right into ChatGPT, make me a short invitation for a text message that includes this information. This was a vote. It was voice to text, grabbed what it could. And then from here, a lot more reader friendly and engaging. I would not use this many emojis ever in a message, but this is fantastic for messages. I hope you got some ideas of practical uses for ChatGPT, how to make use of this in your life. AI and chatbots and these conversational language models are going to be integrated into everything in this coming year. So knowing how to use it, knowing capabilities, thinking of it, we have to adapt our behavior and habits to be able to utilize these new pathways to knowledge and to being able to use it as a resource tool, a learning tool, how to help it with your business or with your career. These are all new ideas and new ways of doing things that being aware of these things, you can think of them in the moment and be able to really shortcut to some useful outcomes. I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe to my channel if you're watching this on the replay. Thanks everybody for joining me live, and I look forward to seeing you next time.